Call Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Shalom to the so-called, all the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, men that's out there doing the work sincerely and in truth, speaking thus saith the Lord. All praises, once again, honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. I'm going to do a little short video, on these women, man, because a lot of these women, man, are wicked as hell, man. A lot of these women are wicked as hell, man. They going in, they come in. It's bad enough they went into the Christian church, but to come out of the Christian church and to go into witchcraft is just insane. This is what these so-called black women have come to.
American women in Maryland and across the nation are leaving traditional church worship. All of them are in search of something else, a spiritual belief that connects them to their ancestors and where they can feel more empowered to control their own well-being. They have found it in ancient forms.
And they use this witchcraft, man, to control men. Because when I'm out and about, I see a lot of so-called black women single. They would have to be the number one most rebellious woman on this planet, man. The so-called black woman is the most rebellious. Not all. Because there are some sisters out here who has their men's backs, who are in this truth, that's playing their parts and playing their roles. So to you sisters out there, I say shalom. Keep doing, what you're doing and hold fast. But for these so-called black women that are out here looking for everything else and doing everything else but getting an order, being under their man, as the Most High said, they are to submit themselves to their own husbands. No, they will rather submit themselves to this witchcraft. Submit themselves to the Christian church. They do not want to submit themselves to the laws of the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Spiritual contact. Some call it witchcraft, a term they accept and embrace. For most of us, this is how we worship, a tradition that predates us all. This, too, is an ancient art of worshiping, not to God the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, but to spirits and deities that span the oceans and date back to pre-slavery days in Africa. Are you, in fact, witches?
Whatever the situation calls for.
See how wicked this is, man? Look at them, man. They are some wicked ass women, man. They ignorant. They don't know what the hell they worshiping, man. And they follow the devil. These so-called black women are proud as hell, man. And they're gonna be destroyed simply because they rebel against the Most High. And let me get that. This is 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So you rebellion when you're in this witchcraft, man. You rebelling to the Most High. These women right here, they don't believe in the Most High. They chose their own paths. They chose to go into these deities and worship these other gods and these other deities, as the brother had just said, or whoever that was speaking. But, they rebelling against the Most High because they into this witchcraft, And let me start from the top. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. So that is a sin. And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because that's what you're doing. You're worshiping these idols. You're trying to conjure up these demons, these deities, you know, and making them idols. Worshiping idols. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. These sisters have rejected the word of the Lord. These demons, these damn rebellious, wicked ass nigger women have rejected the word of the Lord. You know? He or she have also rejected thee from being king. Well, that could go into the woman or the man. So these women are going to be rejected in that day because they really believe that this is the right thing that they're doing, you know?
So if you come to me with pleasantries, you being respectful, you'll get Glinda, the good witch of the suburbs. But if you come at me with negativity and meanness and disrespect, then you'll get Eveline. Your worst nightmare.
They have many
What the hell is she saying, man? This thing got me upset right now and tight because, you know, I can't stand a rebellious woman, man. I cannot stand a rebellious woman. You know, because these same women right here, they would worship the so-called white man and spit in the so-called black man's face.
names and titles and ranks within their belief system. They are college-educated professional women who've chosen to believe that theirs is a truer example of worship that is inclusive of the genders. It connects them, they say, to their ancestors and fills a need not found in traditional worship, though most of them grew up in the church.
I was raised Christian, all Christians in my family. In fact, my grandfather was a preacher in the South.
I also grew up Christian. I grew up Anglican in the Episcopal Church.
But you see what the Christian church does to you. Once you go into Christian church, it's like, you know, if you don't come out of that, which a lot of our brothers and sisters are coming out of the Christian church and coming into the faith, you know, and these pork chop eating pastors, they don't like that, man. They hate that. But you know what? There's nothing they can do about it. There's not a damn thing they can do about it. Because this is of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's plan.
The older I got, the more disconnect I felt.
I was raised Baptist. My father is a deacon. My mom a deaconess. I was in church all the time.
These women are part of a sect, Ile Ola Afefe Osameji, spiritual temple. They worship and offer prayers to Oshun, a predominant deity.
She's the deity or the Orisha of aesthetics, beauty, sex, sensuality.
There are growing numbers of African American women who have children.
They are lost, man. They sound ignorant and foolish as hell, man. You know, that's what they sound like. They're being rebellious, man, and they don't even know. They believe that this is what it is. They believe that this is the right thing to do. You know. This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. These women have no knowledge, man. They have no knowledge. You know, they're ignorant as hell. And, you know, you try to be patient with our people, but some of our people are so far gone, you got to rebuke them sharply. You know? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, which is these laws, statutes, and commandments, the word of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy Scriptures, I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, the Lord of Yahweh. I will also forget thy children. So the Most High gonna forget them, because they rejected knowledge. They rejected his knowledge. There's only one knowledge you can get on this earth. And that's the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And these
Chosen
sisters
for
ain't got
themselves
it.
a new life, leaving the church in search of more meaning in their lives. And yes, it can be called witchcraft. At a recent convention in Baltimore, more than 200 witches gathered, a sisterhood, but their spells are for good, not for evil. In this ritual, the women are preparing an offering to Oshun on behalf of a woman in California who's looking for a mate. The omelet-type dish is sweetened with honey, believed to be a favorite of a...
See what I just said? They doing these rituals and all that for men. You know, they too damn stubborn, and they got too much of a damn attitude for a man to be with them, so they got to put a spell on the man to deal with him. That's sad, man. That's sad. They don't want to humble down. You know, as everybody on this earth knows, the so-called black woman got the biggest mouth. She runs her mouth. You can hear her 3 blocks away. She won't humble down, but she will put a spell on a brother to destroy him, because that's what you're doing, man. You're destroying him. And any man get with you doing that mess, he gonna be destroyed.
Oshun. Prayers are said over the offering and for the woman in need. A portion is offered to Eshu, the male counterpart of Oshun, and placed in a secret place beneath the stairs of this Odenton home. Using shells, they ask the spirit if she is pleased. 4 shells are tossed to the floor, 2 land up, 2 land down. Balance. The gift is accepted.
She accepts it.
The traditions may seem odd to most, a mystery.
And the Most High said, this is Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So the Most High said, there shall not be a witch. Anybody that uses any witchcraft, any wizards, any astrology, and any of this mess that's out here, you know, there shall not be none of them. None of us should be into this stuff. But like I said, these women are rebellious, man. Ultimately, you know, they're gonna get judgment.
To some, complex and multi-layered. These daughters of the moon, followers of Oshun, women, powerful,
Daughters of
determined,
the
and
moon.
understanding, say there is
What is the daughter of the moon? What is that? What is the daughter of the moon?
nothing to fear. They are here, and they will be here for the foreseeable future. Yes, there are witches among us.
This is something that our ancestors did, and all we're doing is
Our ancestors never worshipped the moon. Our ancestors never did no damn. That wasn't our customs. So don't even lie like that. You know what I'm saying? And for the lies, and for what you're doing, you know, the Most High said this. I'm gonna close out on this. Because, you know, Israel was wicked back then. You know, they probably dabbled into this and that. For the most part, we followed the laws until we came, you know, a lot of us, there was always a remnant that followed the laws. Always, still to this day. Those of us that's waking up in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you know, we see this as folly, man. We see this as satanic. So the Most High said this. You know, this is point blank to the period. And point blank period right here. Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So all these witches right here, they're going to be put to death, man.
tapping back into it
All these
so
witches.
that we can become our best selves, individually and collectively.
And these women are lost, man. Because you heard what she just said. So we can become better individually. There's no individual, man. Your ass get a husband, and you submit to your husband, not to no damn moon, or whatever deity you want to call her, him, whatever. Collectively, they up there, they miserable. They just trying to find anything to be into.
There's so much more to this story than our time will allow, so our conversation continues with these women, where they reveal.
And at the end of it all, the Most High gonna put them to death.
Much more to me. And if you want to watch the extended interview, head to our website, WJZ.com, to watch Behind the Lens. And for even more information, there is a link to the Daughters of the Moon, also at WJZ.com.
And with that, we'll say Shalom.